Hello, once again. Welcome back to Tapinator. I am reading The Lightning Thief by Riordan. Check him out, he's a great author. This will be about part 6 or 5-ish, I don't know. I've lost count now. But, let us begin. But there was no one to tease him on the Greyhound. Finally, I couldn't stand it anymore. I said, "Looking for any kindly ones?" Grover nearly jumped out of his seat. What do you mean?" I confessed about eavesdropping on him and Mr. Brunner the night before the exam. Grover's eyes twitched. "How much did you hear?" "Oh, not much. Just at the summer solstice deadline." He winced. "Look, Percy, I was just worried for you. See, hallucinating about demon math teachers? Grover." "And I was telling Mr. Brunner that maybe you were overstressed or something, because there was no such person as Miss Dodds, and..." "Grover, you're a really bad liar." His ears turned pink. From his shirt pocket, he fished out a grubby business card. "Just take this, okay? In case you need me this summer." The card was in fancy print, which was murder on my dyslexic eyes, but I finally made out something like Grover Underwood, Keeper, Half-Blood Hill, Long Island, New York, 800-009-0009. "What, half? Don't say it out loud," he yelped. "That's my, summer address." My heart sank. Grover had a summer home. I'd never considered that his family might be as rich as others at Yancey. "Okay," I said glumly. "So, like, if I want to come visit your mansion?" He nodded. Or if you need me." "Why would I need you?" It came out harsher than I meant it. Grover blushed right down to his Adam's apple. "Look, Percy, the truth is, I kind of have to protect you." I stared at him. "All year long, I've gotten in fights, keeping bullies away from him. I'd lost sleep worrying he'd get beaten up next year without me, and here he was acting like he was the one who defended me." "Grover," I said, "what exactly are you protecting me from?" There was a huge grinding noise under our feet. Black smoke poured from the dashboard, and the whole bus filled with a smell like rotten eggs. The driver cursed and limped the Greyhound over to the side of the highway. After a few minutes, clanking around in the engine compartment, the driver announced that we'd all have to get off. Grover and I filed out with everyone else. We were on a stretch of country road. No place you'd notice if you didn't break down there. On our side of the highway was nothing but maple trees and litter from passing cars. On the other side, across 4 lanes of asphalt, shimmering with afternoon heat, was an old-fashioned fruit stand. The stuff on sale looked really good. Heaping boxes of blooded cherries and apples, walnuts and apricots, jugs of cider, and a claw fruit tub full of ice. There were no customers, just 3 old ladies sitting in rocking chairs in the shade of a maple tree, knitting the biggest pair of socks I'd ever seen. These socks were the size of sweaters, but they were clearly socks. The lady on the right knitted one of them. The lady on the left knitted the other. The lady in the middle held an enormous basket of electric blue yarn. All 3 women looked ancient, with pale faces, wrinkled like fruit leather, silver hair tied back in white bandanas, bony arms sticking out of bleached cotton dresses. The weirdest thing was, they seemed to be looking right at me. I looked over at Grover to say something about this and saw that the blood had drained from his face. His nose was twitching. "Grover," I said, "hey man, tell me they're not looking at you. They aren't, are they?" "Yeah, weird, huh? You think those socks would fit me?" "Not funny, Percy. Not funny at all." The old lady in the middle took out a huge pair of scissors, gold and silver, long-bladed like shears. I heard Grover catch his breath. "We're getting on that bus," he told me. "Come on." "What?" I said. "It's 1,000 degrees in there. Come on." He pried open the doors and climbed inside, but I stayed back. Across the road, the old ladies were still watching me. The middle one cut the yarn, and I swear I could hear the snip all the way across in the 4 lanes of traffic. Her 2 friends balled up the electric blue socks, leaving me wondering who they could possibly be for, Sasquatch or Godzilla. At the rear end of the bus, the driver wrenched a big chunk of smoking metal out of the engine compartment. The bus shuddered, and the engine roared back to life. The passengers cheered. "Darn right," yelled the bus driver. He slapped the bus with his hat. "Everybody back on board!" Once we got going, I started feeling feverish, as if I'd gotten the flu. Grover didn't look much better. He was shivering, and his teeth were chattering. "Grover? Yeah? What are you not telling me?" He dabbed his forehead with his shirt sleeve. "Percy? What did you see back at the fruit stand? You mean the old ladies? What about them, man? They're not like Miss Dodds, are they?" His expression was hard to read, but I got the feeling that the fruit stand ladies were something much, much worse than Miss Dodds. He said, "Just tell me what you saw." The middle one took out her scissors and she cut the yarn. He closed his eyes and made a gesture with his fingers that might have been crossing himself. But it wasn't. It was something else, something almost older. He said, "You saw her snip the cord?" "Yeah, so?" But even as I said it, I knew it was a big deal. "This is not happening," Grover mumbled. He started chewing at his thumb. "I don't want this to be like it was last time." "What last time?" "Always 6th grade. They never get past the 6th grade." "Grover," I said, because he was really starting to scare me. "What are you talking about?" "Let me walk you home from the bus station. Promise me." This seemed like a strange request to me, but I promised he could. "This is like a superstitious thing or something?" I asked. No answer. "Grover, that snipping of the yarn, does that mean somebody's going to die?" He looked at me mortified, like he was already picking the kind of flowers that would best fit my coffin. End of Chapter 2. Chapter 3. Grover unexpectedly loses his band. Actually, I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to stop at every chapter, no matter what time it is. Alright. So, people, I'll see you next time for Chapter 3. And then I'll get the chapter name correct. Alright. Well, thank you for watching Tappination's reading of Percy Jackson. Great book. I suggest you read it yourself. Okay, bye.